Hello, I'm Dr. Gloria Horsley.
And I'm her daughter, Dr. Heidi Horsley.
Heidi and I want to welcome you to Open to Hope Conversations, the podcast.
We believe that the greatest gift you can give yourself after a loss is hope, using this moment to connect with others who have not only survived but thrived.
So let's get started. Welcome to the Open to Hope show. I'm your host, Dr. Gloria Horsley, with my daughter and co-host,
Dr. Heidi Horsley.
Well, Heidi, we're going to be talking today about the unthinkable loss, and it's incredible thinking about these stories and of these kind of losses, and to hear how people have survived, thrived, written books, and the things that they've done are incredible. And do you want to introduce our guest, Heidi?
Yes, I'd love to. And as you said, Mom, we're going to be speaking about murder and unthinkable loss. And our guest today is Lois Schaffer. And Lois has a master's degree from Columbia University in their Teachers College. She is an activist and gun safety advocate. And unfortunately, she lost her daughter to gun violence as a result of murder. And she has written a new book called The Unthinkable: Life Loss and a Mother's Mission to Ban Illegal Guns. And she has also won numerous awards. Welcome to our show, Lois.
Thank you so much for having me. I am honored to be here and to talk from a personal point of view as to what happened to me. I mean, I am representative, unfortunately, of what's been happening in our society, and I am, for lack of a better word, glad to be here.
Tell us a little bit about your story, because it's pretty incredible.
I want to give you a little bit of background history about me. I have always been a gun safety advocate. My daughter's name was Susan. Yeah, she was an athlete. She was a dancer. She was a swimmer. She was certified in Pilates and something called gyrotonic, which even goes beyond Pilates. When I'm illustrating, she was so fast on her feet. She could turn on a dime, and she walked into her house, and in seconds, it was over. There was this 17-year-old one in possession of an illegal handgun. He shot her in seconds, and then when she fell to the floor, because he did not want her to identify him, shot her twice.
Have you been able to use this experience to try to stop? Have you gotten support in using this experience to try to reduce gun violence?
I wanted to do something. What I have said, I was not going into a corner to suck my thumb.
So you were going to take action.
And I have been involved in, both politically, legislatively, all my life. I wanted to have something tangible to use to get out there and talk about my experience. We talk about massacres. Those are numbers. I wanted to put a face on gun violence. I wanted to use my story as representation. If you can put a face on somebody whom you could either relate to or know, people can say, "Oh my God, what can I do, to help?"
And
So
get into action. Were you able to do this right away, or how long did you take before you started that?
All right, I will tell you, there were over 500 people that came to her funeral. I got in excess of 500, notes and people, and I sat down for 3 months, and I wrote every single person who got in contact with me. And that in a way was my catharsis of talking about, what happened and what it is that I was going to do. And while I was doing that, I'm going to write a book.
Lois, it sounds like the beginning was writing to all these people. And then from there, you went into the idea of wanting to write a book.
That's correct. Yes. That was my way of having a tangible item to use, to get out there, to tell my story.
But how do people get it? You've got a website with it on, right?
It's loisschaffer.com.
Okay, Lois Schaffer.
Amazon.
Congratulations on your gun advocacy, and keep up the good work, because obviously we need it, right, Hyde?
Absolutely, Lois. You are an inspiration. You're saving lives every day. And for those of you that want to read a fabulous book, it is called, again, The Unthinkable: Life Loss and a Mother's Mission to Ban Illegal Guns. And I know that your daughter is right there with you, helping you with this mission. So thank you so much, Lois, for everything you're doing.
Thank you. Good.
Thanks everybody for tuning in today. And Heidi and I, and I'm sure Lois, want to remind you that if you've lost hope, please lean on ours until you find your own, and God bless.
I'm Dr. Heidi Horsley. You have been listening to Open to Hope, the podcast. You can follow Open to Hope on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. To learn more, visit us at opentohope.com and go to Apple Podcasts to subscribe.
I'm Dr. Gloria Horsley. Join us again next week for another Open to Hope conversation, where we invite you to lean on our hope until you find your own.